Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm back with another video. So now I want to tackle who won 2025, MCU or the DCU. And yeah, I might be a little biased, but I will say the DCU. Mainly, they only had one live movie, like one movie, live action movie, right, in the box office. So which was Superman. Even though fantastic for the Thunderbolts, Captain America: Brave New World. Those on the MCU side, none of them did what they were supposed to do. It's like it was a good start in the right direction. I'll say Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, but they did not live up to what they wanted them to do for the MCU. MCU knows that, right? They have it. They didn't live up to that. All of that. So those movies didn't really do as great at the box office, but even with that being said, some really did like the movie Thunderbolts slash New Avengers, Fantastic Four, but it didn't do for Marvel. It didn't do for the MCU what Superman did for the DCU. Let's look at it. Superman had to come in. A lot was on it, right? Because DCU was in the shitter, right? Let's be honest. The connective DCU universe was in the shitter, right? From the previous regime that with all that stuff happened, right? I don't need to go back, but if you know, you know. So you look at Superman coming, ton of pressure, all that. James Gunn knew it was a ton of pressure. Not only it lived up to it, it succeeded the pressure. Over 600 million gross at the box office, over 350 million domestic gross. Real big numbers because that's like top as we see it right now. That's probably top four, top three, top four domestic if you really look at it. Because I think let me see, you would have the Minecraft, the Lilo and Stitch, and it would be probably that, and then you would have the Jurassic World Rebirth, right? Probably those are the top domestic movies. So with Superman, it set the DCU up perfectly. Because what it did, what James Gunn did for the DCU, which is paramount, no pun intended, right? It got the fans to come back. Remember, the fans abandoned DC, completely abandoned DC, right? So that movie had to do just that to bring them back, give them something different and whatnot. And this Superman movie is completely different from Man of Steel. And to James Gunn credit, whether you like him or not, he did that. So this Superman movie did what it was set out to do to set up the DCU, get the fans to come back, get them re-engaged with DCU again, and James Gunn did that and delivered on that. And as I said, like the MCU stuff, the movies for they didn't do that for us the MCU. You know, if you want to say you enjoy the movies, fine. The MCU stuff, fine, it's cool. But even if you look at the shows, they didn't really do that. They like really like the Spider-Man was a good show, but okay, it's not. No one's not talking about it now. Like look at the like if you like the Daredevil, no one's not talking about Daredevil right now. Listen, Superman's still trending, doing well on the HBO Max. It did well when it was on the PVODs, paid video on demand, all that. It brought big business to Warner Brothers, as far as the branded deals, all that stuff, the advertisement, all that stuff. It brought so like Variety said, making a net profit upwards to like 125 million. That's Variety, a trade. Not what I'm saying. That's what Variety said. So you could go to Variety and look, Google that, and you'll see that on their site. A trade, probably the oldest running trade we have right now is Variety. So if you ask me, Marvel versus DC, so who did win in 2025? I would have to say DCU because what Superman did is gonna go a long way for the DCU. Fantastic Four, what they didn't know, right? And they didn't do what they're supposed to do. But on the flip side, next year in 2026, Marvel has the Spider-Man movie and Avengers Doomsday. So yeah, so those are gonna be kickers for them. With DC, they have the Supergirl. Woman of Tomorrow, with just Supergirl, and then we'll have Clayface and a Lantern show. And to me, if you far as quality, I will lean more so with DC. Spider Man's gonna be Spider Man, but I believe Lantern's gonna bring something completely different. Wherever's what DC does, I'm not sold in 26 on like what they with the outfit like the Wonder Man. I could pass on that, but the Lantern show, I want to pay attention to that, see how that goes, and I'm interested to see how the Superman do. You got Jason Momoa in there, so I want to see how that does. And maybe I check out Clayface. It's supposed to be a low budget horror, whatever. And I believe Matt Reeves is co-producing on that as well. So I'm more interested in on the DC side of things, opposed to like you get Spider Man. To me, you see one Spider Man movie, basically see them all. It's like you know so what different stuff are they going to do on that? We'll see how the Avengers is. Maybe more nostalgic, whatever. So I basically see how that's going to run. Because in the following years, you're going to have Secret Wars. So pretty much you got a good idea how that's going to do. But I believe DC took over 2025 for them. We're still seeing the effects of Superman and all of that. So I would say honestly that DC won based off of the strength what Superman did, how it was showing strong legs at the box office and stuff. Where some people say it wouldn't do 500 million or 600 million, so it did over that 600 million. Then you got people bringing up something back in 2013. Well, it didn't do more than Man of Steel. Different times, different trends, whatever. But like you said, Superman made a profit. Like they were talking about a net profit upwards of like 125 million. However you want to add it all up, 125 million net profit is 125 million net profit. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I got for y'all right now. That big win for DC in 2025, I believe so. But hey, just look at the numbers of the movies. Who had a much bigger impact, and who set up the whose universe or whatnot, right? So I would be more in favor of the DCU. And great job by Superman and James Gunn. Because listen, James Gunn always get a lot of it. They don't like how he do it with his humor or whatever, but you can't take away from his creative talent. That you can't deny. You may not like the person, that's cool, but creative talent is one of the best out there and stuff. So yeah, so DCU won this in 2025. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. If y'all have a different opinion, let me know. I'm out of here to the next one. I'm out. One.